Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kalan from White Glove Models, and today we're going to be starting the Gone in 60 Seconds Eleanor Mustang. So this is pack one, and what came in pack one is kit one, which is the front bumper and some of the lights. So we will be installing those today. And then we also got kit two, which includes a tire and wheel. So we will be putting that together, and that should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to get started. So here we have kit one, and I went ahead and removed the backing, so it should make this a little easier popping it out. Now, if you look at all the lights here, you want to be very careful taking this out of the packaging, because there is a little, there's this whole area right here that you have to pull out, and sometimes the lights tend to stick, and you don't want to lose any of these pieces. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. And I just want to double check and make sure that everything is in there. So we have all of the lights, and then we've got a few different screws. So what I'm going to do is just open these up, and I will put the screws into these so I don't lose them. So DSO2. These are always fun to open. There we have our DSO2s. Put them back over here. And then the PSO4s. These are tiny. Tiny little guys. Make sure we got them all. Perfect. Alright, now we're ready to rock and roll. So there are our screws. And we got a little screwdriver in this kit. Add that to our collection. I will be using my own personal screwdrivers, so the Yreka PHO, and I just like these better. Thanks to World of Wayne for mentioning them, because they are a lifesaver. So I'm going to go ahead and check out all the parts here on the assembly guide. And in kit one, it looks like we have everything that we need. So the first thing they want us to do is take out the bumper. And I have this towel down here so we won't scratch anything. I'll set this over to the side. And we will be leaving it this way for right now. And then we will be taking one of our headlights. Now let's see if these are labeled. Yep, right. And then you have a left one. So we'll start with the right hand side. And the right hand side will be over here. And mount it right in here. And then it will be held in place on the back side with a DSO2. Make sure that's lined up. Then we will grab our screwdriver, and these are magnetized. Grab our DSO2. That one's really magnetized. So what we have here is some 3-in-1 oil, and anytime I put screws into metal, I like to dunk it in a little bit of oil So we're just a tiny bit. You just need to basically put the tip in there. Don't want to smother it. And then I'm going to go ahead and screw this into place. Start out slow. So sometimes what happens is there's actually paint inside the screw hole. So if you kind of start it real slowly and then back it out, and then you can kind of start screwing it back down. And with these, you don't want to go super tight, just to where it's snug. And there you go. And there's the first headlight in. Then we are going to do the same thing on the other side. Grab my tweezers. And this one's just going to do the same thing. Line up that hole. And we'll grab a DSO2 screw. Dunk it in some oil. And send it home. Just until you feel it get a little snug. Next we are going to be taking these pieces right here, and I'm assuming they are labeled. There's one, it says O1D, and then you have a little blue filter or lens that will be going into place right here. So these lights don't actually light up, but if you guys want to see me create a Arduino setup with an LED, put a comment down below and I'll see about building one. It would be kind of fun. And so this just pops right into here. And you could use some CA glue on it or super glue just to hold it in place. I'm not going to do that right now. So you got to do this twice. Then we have this one and this one. Go ahead and pop this in here. And there's that. And then these go into place on the upper part of the grill. It doesn't really look like it matters what direction they go in. So apparently it does matter. The other ones don't want to fit into that slot. So I'm going to check this out real quick and see. That has the 2 on it. Try to see if I can get it in there. There we go. So that one is in there. And then see, I'm glad I didn't glue these down, huh? Look at that. So go ahead and switch these out. Because, you know, everything worth doing is worth doing twice. Put my little PSO4 back in its home. Will be coming back for you. I'm going to take this guy out. So we'll just be swapping out the lenses because that wasn't fun enough to begin with. Okay, so this lens will go into the number 2. And this lens will be going into the number 1. There, that's a good fit. And we will swap this one out as well. Put the clear lens into the number 1. Okay, so there we go. Now we're ready to go ahead and reinstall our number 2s into the number 2 slot. I'm going to put this one in on this side. Maybe. There we go. It's in. Okie dokie. Now we move on and put the screw into this little guy. Just snug. Don't want to go too tight. And we'll put the other one in on the other side. There we go. Look for that hole for our screw, and again it's a PS04. That's going to go in right there. Screw that guy down, and there we go. Now we can put the bottom ones in. Again, this is labeled 1, and on the back, a 1. Now it all makes sense. There we go. And these are held in with the PSO4s. Put that in that little hole that we had kind of created. Screw that down. Just snug, don't want to make it too tight. And flip it back over. And get this other little fog light in here. The trick is trying to get that hole lined up just right. There we go. And it's all lined up, and we can go ahead and grab another PSO4. So I dropped my primary camera, I think it was yesterday. I was filming a couple days ago actually. I was filming the paint booth. I was building the paint booth and had it up on a kind of a makeshift little stand, and the thing fell over and it broke my primary camera. So I don't know if it's even recording anything right now. I tried to set it up and just press record. I have no idea what it's even looking at. I just kind of aimed it in the general direction. So hopefully it's getting some good footage, but I'm going to have to replace it. So it might be a while before I can get to that. So with that, it looks like you have your lights installed. And there you go. That is everything in kit 1. So moving on, we will start kit 2. Alright, so here we have kit 2, which is the wheel and tire. Go ahead and open this up. So it's the front left rim and tire, according to the assembly guide. Flip that off to the side. And it's a good hard rubber wheel. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll soak it in hot water for a couple of minutes, and that's actually what the instructions tell you to do. We are going to use a blow dryer. I think that should work out pretty well. So I'll just set all my parts out. And we got a couple of different screws. We have the PSO5, which is a new one, and I have a little container made for those already. The PSO5s can go into that. You get a lot of screws with these kits, so it's always good to try to keep them somewhat organized. And I know if I just dumped them out, I'd lose them, or I wouldn't remember which ones were which, because there's a lot of different sizes. Oh, just lost two of them there. Put them in their little DSO2 box. Alright, so I'm going to wait and skip step 1 because that's putting it in soaking water. We're going to move to step 2, and you're going to need this little guy is the wheel, or the rim, and the design on there is pretty cool. So these two parts of the rim are metal, and this one is plastic. And it looks like you are going to be taking the plastic piece, and then the wheel, or this part of the rim, goes right in there, and it actually just popped into place. And you will be taking the PSO5s, and since they're going into plastic, I'm not going to worry about dipping them in any oil. And just screw that one in. Don't want to make them tight yet, just yet. I'm just going to kind of get them started, and then I'll go back and tighten them. So there's that one. And number 3. Now that they're all in there, I'll go ahead and snug them up. Again, don't over tighten them because you don't want to strip these out. Perfect. In the Ecto 1, I actually did strip one of the screws on part of the bumper assembly, but a lot of other builders have said they had the same problem. So, you know, it is what it is. Then we've got these two pieces, they all go together. So then you have your wheel. The whole rim is assembled right there. It's got a little valve stem there, probably paint that black maybe. And then you want to hold these together with DSO2 screws. There's the DSO2 loaded onto the screwdriver. Go ahead and dunk that in oil, give it a little bath, and send it in. Grab another DSO2. Just lightly get it started. And number 3. Go ahead and tighten everything up. And there's the last one. Now we're going to move on to the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and close up my oil here and put that away. Alright, so we are going to use a hairdryer, get this warm, because right now it's not going to want to go on there very easily. So I do want to check the orientation of the tire real quick. It looks like it can go on either way. And there's nothing special on either side. The tread, however, so if this is your left front, it's going to be this way. And I believe you want the tread going this way. So I'm going to go ahead and mount it that direction, and we'll grab the hairdryer and get things warmed up. That should be good. Want to try to do this pretty quickly before it cools down. I'm going to start from the back. Just kind of work it over. And there it is. Perfect. All right. There you have a completed left front tire and wheel. Cool. And there you have it. The completed pack 1, which included kit 1 with the bumper and lights, and then kit 2, which included the left front wheel and tire. Hey guys, so guess what? The entire time I was filming, this camera, the one you're looking at right now, was not filming. So I wanted to show you guys at least one decent angle of the model, so everything else unfortunately didn't get filmed. I apologize for that. Hopefully the other cameras got some really good angles and views of everything, and from here on out I will make sure that that does not happen again, because honestly this is the best view you can get. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I apologize. Well, guys, that was a lot of fun. We made a few mistakes along the way, but we did go back and fix them. I hope you guys learned something. I know I did. I apologize for the other camera. It is my tablet, and it's the first time I tried using it. I do know what the problem was, and I will fix that. So from here on out, we will actually have footage from that angle, which I think is a lot better for you guys because it's more of what I'm seeing as I'm working on the model. Just to recap of what we did the front bumper of the Eleanor Mustang and the front left tire and wheel. And you know, this is going to be a good size model. I'm actually very, very impressed with this, more so than I was with the Ecto 1. So we'll just see as it comes along. And if you guys want to see me do those lights, just put a comment down below. And I think what I'll do is with the Arduino kit and some micro LEDs and possibly a few other components that I can get from a friend that 3D prints, we can try to get them lighted up so it'll look a lot better. But it's up to you guys, really. So I won't do it unless you tell me to. Thanks again for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and help support the channel. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Looks like it just goes in just like that. Losing parts. Oh my gosh. That one got away. Okay. Take 59. We're going to re-record just for future Kalan so he knows. This is the last one, I promise. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't want to come out. But if you guys want to see me create a Arduino, one of these days I'll get it.